Welcome to Toffee TV. It is your comments for the first win of 2018, and it's February. Everton 2, Leicester 1. Let's get into it. AL Football says Coleman, Walcott, the new Baines, Pienaar. Keane looks solid. Guy worked hard. More mature performance from Davis. Martinez solid. Nearly second half, which we didn't bottle. Niasse should have had 3. Niasse should have had 3. And we didn't bottle it, which is good. Coleman and Walcott. Coleman was unbelievable. Walcott was brilliant. That partnership could be a saving grace for Everton. Who needs a left-hand side when you're that good on the right? Yeah, Keane had one of his best games in an Everton shirt. But Guy played well. I think Guy benefited from just being the only one in there doing that job, that particular job. And I thought Tom Davies did well as well. Not brilliant in possession, but good in just harrying players, and it was, you know, he didn't do anything too stupid. You know, he did all right. He had a good game. It was like 10 minutes of the second half was very nervy, but we got through. That's the main thing. Jeff Thompson says, I remember a few weeks ago people on the comments pages and blogs saying Kenny would take some shifting from the starting 11, but we'd all forgotten just how fucking amazing Seamus Coleman really is. He is our only truly world-class player in our squad. Don't get me wrong. We've got some quality players, but seriously, that performance today after 10 months out, wow. Not saying he's the best right back in the world or nothing, but he really can't think of anyone who would consider to be much better. That motor he's got, he's like the Energizer Bunny. Great win, come on you Blues, yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is the difference, isn't it? Kenny did okay, and obviously he's a young lad, and hopefully there's more to come. But Seamus Coleman is the real deal in the peak of his career, and that's, you know, he's been out for all that time and does that last night. It was absolutely incredible, an incredible performance. And I don't know what's world class as a right back. I don't know. It's hard to know, but he's definitely, obviously, he's part of the blueprint now of what makes a top class right back. You know, he gets forward, he makes the right hand side his own, and that makes it very hard for players playing against him, who picks him up, who marks him. He's a very intelligent player, very comfortable in his own skin when he plays, and it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant, and he made it easier for Walcott last night, much easier. Walcott could find the space in the pockets behind Chilwell. It was just a fantastic performance and a fantastic return from him. Jem May says, Seamus, what a return to football. He was boss last night. Walcott was the difference to goal with his quality. Utterly brilliant. Yes, Martinez was really good last night. He made good runs and guarded his area and saw off danger too. 8 out of 10. Rooney got worse after a decent start. Second half, he messed up big a couple of times, which added more pressure on us. Good subs though. Saw the game out well. Yes, everyone for us were very, very good. Should have finished them off with Niasse's a couple of chances, but still big 3 points. Yet Niasse should have really had a goal last night. Certainly at 1-0 he should have scored. I thought Rooney, that's where I want to see him play, so I was happy to see him there. I thought he did okay. I thought he kept the ball moving. I thought he kept it well. Yes, he shouldn't, you know, the penalty was stupid. He shouldn't have given it away. He made a couple of, you know, poor choices in possession as well. But you know what? When you're watching Morgan Schneiderlin just pass it back or pass it sideways and not help the ball go anywhere, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. And Seamus was brilliant as well, obviously. And Walcott took his goals brilliantly. You know, the first one's not that I mean, I know it's a tap in, but just to be there, just to get into that space and be there. He's on the left hand side. He played right wing. You know, to be in that position, he's done really, really intelligent. And his second finish is excellent as well. Brian Markey says, made up with the win. Walcott was fantastic, and so was the Messiah. Coleman thought he was fantastic last night. 4 points from 7th. Hopefully another 3 points at the Emirates on Saturday. Happy days. Well, I'd take a point at the Emirates if you were to give me it now. And yeah, same as that. Walcott, obviously Walcott and Coleman. And yeah, 4 points from 7th. You know, if we could win, could we win every other game? When you look at what we've got left, Yeah, we've got Arsenal, we've got Man City, and we've got Liverpool. So what we've got, and then we've got 10 games against teams mostly below us. The only Burnley, of course, are above us, but everyone else is below us. We play basically everybody directly below us. So there is a chance, if you're in good form and you're playing well and you're creating chances and you've got someone who can put the ball in the back of the net, there is a chance we can pick up wins. Obviously, we've got to play like last night. If we want it, because you know we were making chances last night. That was the big difference for me, and we were doing that with pace and by the tempo and you know, pressing from the front. So it's, you know, when you look at Burnley, they're sort of, not saying that they're not in free fall, obviously, but then early on in the season we're picking up wins. Now they seem to be picking up draws. So there is a chance. Leicester, with an unhappy Mahrez, they didn't look a very good side last night. Mahrez is the difference. He's the sprinkle of magic, isn't he, on them? If he throws all his toys out the pram, then who knows? But that's up to us. We've just got to win games of football. For me, it's 3 more wins, and then you start looking at that. So we'll wait and see. Sander says Seamus is one of the most unique people in football. You can tell all he cares about is playing football, and money's just an added bonus. Well, I suppose money is an added bonus once you've established that you've got enough of it in life. I think Seamus is the best person in football. He's brilliant. He's just, his attitude to it is just, he wants to give everything. He's come from humble beginnings and he's not forgotten that, and he wants to give everything for the football team and for himself and for his country. And I think the part Everton actually played in all this shouldn't be overlooked. You know, last night with the flags and the big flag and on the boards, you know, welcoming him back. And you know, when Ronald Koeman took his coaching staff over to see him in Jags, to see him when he broke his leg, things like that are really important. You know, players get injured and they just disappear, and if you buy a replacement, they can soon be forgotten. You know, you don't really sort of care, especially if it's long term. But with him, you know, it seems like we've kept them sort of very relevant, because he's such an important person to the football club. Not just an important player, an important person to the football club, and I think that's really important. You know, if I was a kid, or you know, or I was buying a kit for a kid, I'd be urging them to get Coleman on the back of it. You know, forget about, you know, the flavour of the week or whatever, or the big name. I'd want Seamus Coleman on the back of my shirt, because I think he just epitomises everything about Everton Football Club. He just seems a fantastic human being. He really does. So it's great to have him back. It's great to have him at the club, and I just hope that he finishes the season off really strong. Paul Morris says great result, but we lacked composure. We lacked composure after Leicester scored. Well, we did for about 10 minutes. They brought a couple of strikers on, and they had the real goers in the wind and the rain. But you know what? We got a little bit of luck when they hit the bar and the post. Martina Cleaves went off the line, but we stuck at it. We stayed at it. Allardyce brings a couple of subs on. That gets us up the pitch because we've got 2 strikers. And then we were all right. So, it's fine margins in football, it really is. You know, Watford, they miss a penalty. West Ham, they missed a penalty. It's fine margins that get you through games, and maybe seeing out last night gives us that little bit of hope and experience. And fans, we were all nervous as hell. You know, we were all nervous when they scored. We don't help the fact, but you football fans, what are you gonna, you know, if you're used to seeing your team concede stupid goals, then you're gonna think the worst. So they got through it, and hopefully that gives them more composure next time that happens. So won the game. Keith Gaden says I can't give Rooney more than a 3. Absolute garbage. He's the most overrated Everton player, and I've always disliked him. Nah, not having that. No, not having that. I thought Rooney did okay last night. He wasn't brilliant, but I thought he did okay, and he kept the ball going and he was positive. Yes, he was stupid to give away the penalty, but if you've always disliked him, then you're always going to give him a 3, aren't you? You're always going to watch the game through the eyes of someone that doesn't like somebody. And he's the most overrated Everton player, but he's Everton's top goal scorer. He's in double figures. Without him and his goals, we'd be absolutely on our arse. So 3? No, not you're talking nonsense, lad. In fact, I don't even know if you like football. I think you might just be a Russian bot or something, trying to wind me up. But you're not going to wind me up because we won, and I'm happy. No, I think I'd move on. I'd go and watch cricket or something. I don't know if football's for you. FGA football, what a difference playing Rooney deep instead of Morgan. And obviously having Coleman back, be interesting to see if Mangala's brought in at left back, but can't see him bombing down like Seamus. Great results and performance. Yes, please at least have a go at Arsenal. They're there for the taking. They are there for the taking. Yeah, what a difference having Rooney deep instead of Snidling is. You're correct. Mangala, no, I think he'll come in at left side centre back. You know, he mightn't come in straight away, but when you see, obviously, when you know, we need pace back there, and we need a bit of strength and a bit of authority. Can he bring it? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not saying he will, but he's there. He's there now, isn't he? And the manager's likely going to play him, so we're going to find out. And you know, that pace might be essential. It might be the thing we've been missing. You know, got Seamus Coleman on the mind. Sylvain Distin wasn't everyone's cup of tea, and he made mistakes. But normally he had the pace to recover from them mistakes, and he was a big loss from when he went. Distin, that pace, we've never really had that pace back. So we'll wait and see. Ends 11 says, due to the signing of Cenk Tosun, I'm an Everton Toffee fan. I would like to add that I'm feeling a bit sorry for Cenk at the moment after seeing such a great scoring form for Besiktas and first take his team to ever make the second round of the Champions League. He makes the most important decision of his career and transfers to a great club in Everton. The ass misses 2 chances and has no ball control, whatsoever. Walcott scores 2 great goals, which in turn makes Cenk sit on the bench for the rest of the game. Hopefully he gets a start against Arsenal and Everton play like they did yesterday. Good luck for Saturday, lads. Right. Let me just say, the Turkish League and the Champions League are not like the Premier League, and we're not talking about quality. We're talking about 100 miles an hour physical leagues, that sometimes every single player doesn't adapt to straight away. I mean, Nias played last night, and you know, it took him a while to settle, and he hasn't quite settled, but he's got to he understands the pace of it, and I think that's the thing. I think if you just come into it, you can be in the game, you can just be like watching the ball go back and forth. I think you have to adapt to the pace, and I don't think Cenk Tosun playing is the worst thing in the world. I think he has to get used to and adapt to the pace of the Premier League. And you know, we've just let Sandro go to Spain, who never really adapted to it, and his Everton career is over. He will not come back to Everton. And I think it's better for Cenk to just settle in first, learn the Premier League, maybe get more games, hopefully once we get to that 40-point mark, or just show in training that he's getting used to it. And that's better, I think, than throwing someone in who struggles, then goes out the team because he struggles and never gets another chance. I'm quite happy for him to adjust, getting games here, games there, off the bench, training, and then next season coming into it going, right, I'm ready now, I'm part of a team, I've had a pre-season behind me, I know what the other players are going to do. The most important thing for me at the moment is Seamus Coleman, Walcott. They create a style for us that starts creating more chances, so that a player like Cenk can come in and start scoring goals. But that can't all happen at once. So sometimes you've got to just give people a little bit of time to settle in, and I think he'll be fine. And it's nice to have you as an Everton fan now here as well. Reason 8 says, really looking forward to seeing what Walcott can do for the rest of the season. I think he's still on Coleman. Disappointing news about Lookman, but hopefully he can get some good game time, improve part of his game. Well done, lads. We certainly needed that win. Lookman, a strange decision to announce it before the game, a strange decision to let him go, and they said they didn't want to let him go. Obviously he was itching to get away, itching to play games of footy. Why wouldn't you be? He's a young lad, just wants to play footy. I think Lookman needs to just find his game, find his feet. I think Coleman is a really good example of a player who's really good at some things and does them really well and sticks to them and doesn't try and do anything stupid. You know, Coleman's really good at like doing a little drag back and then just burning people for pace. He's got confidence in himself, he's got confidence in his ability. He doesn't try and be too flashy. He does some things really, really well to a really high level, and he's got confidence in those things, so does them. You look at people like Lookman, and I think Bolassi's a really good example of this. Do they really have confidence in the things that they're good at, or is it that they think they're better at some of the things that they're not good at? I take Bolassi for instance. He's got bags of pace, a couple of tricks. Why not just simplify your game and use your pace and one trick to get you away from a player and then run away. Same with Lookman. Use a trick to get away from a player and then use your pace, instead of halfway through running down the wing, stopping and doing some mad trick. Why not just simplify your game, get all the basics in order? I look at someone like Ronaldo, one of the best players in the world, second best player in the world, who used to do all the tricks in the world, step over, and then he just simplified his game because he went, hang on, what am I really good at? I'm really good at running past people. No one can catch me, so I'll do that, and I'll get better at that, and I'll get better at finishing, and that's why he is where he is now. He doesn't need to do all kinds of mad stuff, and he can't do them. He can't do what Messi does, and Messi can't run as fast as Ronaldo does, so isn't gonna like just try and do that. And I think Lookman's the same. Lookman's got to simplify his game, and I think managers prefer that. Managers don't want unpredictable players that they don't know. I mean, you want players to be unpredictable, but with an end result. And I think that's what Lookman's got to go and get now. He's got to go and find. He's got to simplify his game. He's got to use a trick and then get away from players, and then maybe use a trick to beat a player. But don't use a trick for the sake of using a trick. Don't try and nutmeg someone for the sake of nutmegging people. So, you know, and, you know, we'll wait and see. Ian Mobile says Coleman should be captain, leader, and sets example. Yes, he's amazing. I love him. We've gone over this. All that. And there you go. There are your comments. Thanks as ever for getting in touch. Thank you for watching our videos, for taking the time to watch our videos and take your time to leave a comment. We love all of you for doing that. Yes, we obviously do. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Please do that. We like you. We like to see that you're subscribed. It makes us feel better about ourselves. Click the bell for alerts if you haven't done already, just so you know when a video's come out straight like that. You know. And if you want more videos, join us on Patreon. It's great. We've got the debate. Me and Baz go head to head over a subject. We've got the Tuesday topic. We've got the footy show. We've got any other business, which is just one of the best shows that you're not watching if you haven't got Patreon. Honestly, it's amazing. It's worth the money alone. Honestly, I'm telling you now, it's worth the money alone. And if you want to watch, if you like your podcasts, if you can't always watch the videos, all the videos are in podcast form on Patreon. So if you're like, I like your videos, but they're not really accessible to me because I'm in the car all day or whatever, all the podcasts are over there. If you want the podcasts are £1 a month for all the podcasts. There you go, £1 a month for all the podcasts. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.